All right, we're done with that shit. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Spank, the podcast where we write jokes and tell each other the jokes that we wrote. My name is Noah. Oh, my God. We used to do the improvised names. Todd.
And my name is Howard. Didn't forget about it, Powell.
All right. So we have, I happen to know that we have an audience member who is completely new to Spank. And so this is a podcast where we tell gross jokes and write gross things and say gross things. So I'm just going to kick it off. We have 30 jokes apiece. I have a gross joke to start with. Just to
all right. My jokes aren't that gross this week. I don't think that's an accurate representation of what they're in for 50% of the time.
Half of my jokes are about you, which means at least half of them are gross.
That was savage.
Okay. So here's a joke. All during Passover, I was dying to eat pussy, but you can't have anything with yeast.
No.
Yeah, no, I don't even have one that I can pick that's like kind of close to that. And usually I'm right there with him. Usually it is, this private part and that private part, but not today for some reason. I think I found religion or something. My time indoors.
I would love it if you told a joke.
Yeah, great. All right, so I'll tell my first joke here.
Sure.
The U.S. unemployment figures skyrocket to 26 million, while mom's basement has been doing great business. Wholesome. You're welcome. Why don't you guys call your little kids in and watch this, because it's wholesome.
What do Howard and a surrealist painting have in common? They're both ugly.
Just a general distaste in the crowd for you. Okay, great.
I'm not what you would call a Renaissance man.
Oh, no.
I don't think I'd ever call anyone.
Oh, no.
A Renaissance.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I didn't start with the crowd pleasers.
Do you ever? All right. A Florida. Okay, here it is.
Your glasses fell off.
I know, right? Okay. Florida is like Noah's legs. He just can't keep them closed despite making all these people sick.
Yeah, Howard.
All right.
Nice one.
I'm going to subvert that a little bit. That burn. I'm pretty sure Howard has coronavirus. I just heard one of the symptoms is having a hot cock.
Wait.
I am feeling a little faint. All right, here we go. It was Earth Day this past week. Vegans were excited. Many of them even talked in their sleep about it.
Great.
Because vegans fall asleep all the time.
Okay.
They don't have enough iron. That was the joke.
All right. So this one isn't so much of like a written joke, but I never used to really drink mixed drinks, but being in quarantine, my roommate drinks mixed drinks all the time. So he made me a Cape Cod, which is just like a vodka and cranberry juice. And so I'll show you how to do it. I have my little glass with some ice. And you start with your vodka, right? And, some people like it a little light. Some people like it a little heavy. So I'm just going to pour like a shot in. All right, and then you have to add the cranberry juice. Well, you have to add the cranberry juice, right?
Oh, yeah, right.
All right. Great. Cheers.
No.
No.
That's fake.
What's big?
There's no way.
Oh,
All right, Howard, go for it. Jamie said, "I'm all wet."
Yes, you are.
I didn't bring any of my prop comics.
Yeah.
He is the prop every time.
I left my arrow through the head at home.
Your
Okay,
Groucho Marx glasses are in your closet.
I know who that is. Quarantine has put a lot of dog walkers out of work. We haven't seen a dog walker this embarrassed since the last time they were at work.
All right.
I got another joke with the same setup and a different punchline.
Okay.
Quarantine has put a lot of dog walkers out of work. Now, how do you like being told to stay, Rebecca? All right.
Okay.
Dog walker joke.
I really love the self-commentary of tell the joke and all right. Here's one. This pandemic has a lot of old people scared. What else is new?
Oh, they all are so worried about everything. Oh my God. I don't ever, oh God, that would suck being old.
Just in general. Circumstances notwithstanding.
Oh my God.
I don't think I'll ever get old.
In the future, I'm watching this and somehow it's making my life shorter. Does that make sense? Somebody
No.
gets me. No. Okay, here we go. New study says that working out at home can bring joy. This study was conducted by the Institute of People Who Don't Own a Comfy Couch.
I've had my mattress for enough years that it has a depression in the center that perfectly fits my body, which is awesome when I want to feel like I'm sleeping in a hug and inconvenient when I wet the bed.
When's the last time you wet the bed?
I mean, it's been like at least 2 years, but the last time I shit my pants, I was 14. I remember that.
Okay, first of all, overshare. I did not start that line of questioning to go there.
So you wet the bed.
2 years ago isn't a long time. It's not a long time at all.
Howard, have you ever like written and or told a joke?
Yeah, I got one.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. All right. A store owner was arrested for selling invalid COVID-19 test kit. Bad news for anyone who also brought a pregnancy test from him.
Oof.
Oh, no.
Oof.
I said pregnancy weird.
I said pregnancy weird.
I did. I'm out of my mouth wrong.
Here's one for you cinephiles out there. Howard looks like Barton Fink.
Just period.
No, I didn't even write a period on my document. It's just an independent clause.
All right, here we go. All right. With masks and distancing, the car company Volkswagen, known for the VW Bug, has restarted production, stating that safety was their number one concern.
You scared me a little bit. That came out of left field.
What can I say? I like to jar and alarm.
You know beekeeping, right? Well, a rival beekeeper kept pestering me for my honey harvesting process because I was continually yielding such rich, thick, pure honey. Anyway, I told him it's none of his beeswax. Yeah, TJ liked that one.
Yeah,
That is probably the worst joke on this list. I think that one's lower than the Barton Fink joke.
I didn't like it.
What? You didn't like it?
No.
You didn't like it?
No.
Completely hijacked. There's nothing I can do. All right, here we go. A black woman is set to sue a golf course that called the cops, alleging that she was playing too slow. As part of the black community, I understand this woman's outrage. Not only is she mad about the blatant racism and the threat of possible police brutality, but now everybody knows she plays golf too.
I have a joke about you being black.
Lay it on me.
Howard is half black. Half black. He wrote it twice. I don't know why everyone says he's half black when it's just as true to say he has 2 dicks.
What?
That's funny because it's conceptual. It's like
Yeah, I conceived it.
it's a little avant-garde. All right, here we go. I had another punchline for that joke because I ran it by my sister. I was like, "What do you think is funny? You think this is funny?" And then she gave me an alternative punchline, which is a little it's too close to home. All right, so here we go. A black woman is set to sue a golf course because they called the cops on her, alleging she was playing too slow. As part of the black community, I understand this woman's outrage. Not only is she mad about the blatant racism and the threat of possible police violence, but worst of all, now she needs somebody to post her bail.
Whoa.
I thought that was sad.
Yeah, it was sad. I'm still thinking about you saying violence butt a few times. Violence butt.
I fucked it up and it was bothering me. I keep saying words kind of wrong, but they're like passable, so I keep going. I don't know. All right, here's my joke for this round.
Oh, what the fuck?
I was just like workshopping it. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Sure.
8 big cats confirmed tested positive for coronavirus at a New York zoo. It was consensual, you perverts, said the zookeeper.
Okay.
Last week was big cats. Or not last week. It was 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
I'm like outraged about how many times I read big cats in articles. Why are we calling them big cats?
That's what they are!
They're tigers. They're tigers. Do you call a wolf a big dog?
Sometimes.
This week, a big dog got loose and bit a bunch of people. Now the town is afraid of full moons. No, you'd say a wolf.
Yeah, but like if one tiger committed a crime, you wouldn't be like a big cat robbed a store. You'd be like a tiger robbed a store.
But I feel like the culture has changed. I feel like if a big cat robbed a store, somebody would say a big cat robbed the store. They wouldn't say a tiger.
But if it was a tiger, they wouldn't say a big cat. They'd say a tiger. That's my point. I have a joke.
That's what I want to be true. I want that to be true. That is my utopia.
This one was a tweet that is my most popular tweet of all time, but not everybody has heard it. After 18 straight days of self-isolation, I finally went out on an essential drive and absolutely demolished a low-flying bird. We are the virus.
I saw that one.
Follow me on Twitter.
And still laugh. I'm never going to fucking follow you on Twitter, Caleb.
Oh my God, that was funny.
Thanks.
I feel like I saw that tweet and I didn't see the "we are the virus" part, which makes it so funny.
Yeah, that's the punchline.
Oh my God, it's so funny. Oh,
Great.
right.
Thanks.
A stepfather fatally shot a teen during quarantine. Guess he was tired of being called Phil.
What do Howard's mom and Hitler's mom have in common?
Oh no.
They both did a horrible thing.
Oh my God.
What?
All right. While we're on the crowd awing. Okay, here's my joke. The UCB has closed its theater and training center in New York City.
Aw.
Yet somehow UCB's former employees are making more money. Get it? A lot of controversy about that theater not paying its workers enough.
Ugh.
A little bit of a niche joke. A little niche.
Yeah, they're getting their unemployment. What do I and someone who lived during the Great Depression have in common?
What?
We both are enduring a Great Depression.
Here's my joke. A genetic study has proved that New York pigeons and Boston pigeons don't mate. Didn't know pigeons were that into baseball.
Howard, you always just look up, like, what are the 20 most recent news articles from, like, most important, most arbitrary? And
Absolutely.
write, like, 5 words about them.
Yeah, I'm so good at it.
All right. I keep getting shit all over my white shirts and staining them. Just can't seem to keep it in the toilet.
Ew.
Yeah,
I'm glad that still landed because I totally delivered that like ass.
Terrible time to swig water. Trying to get sponsored. Trying to get sponsored.
how's the vodka?
Trying to get a job. All right.
Trying to get a job.
Trying to get a job. Yeah. If they were like, we saw your shirt and your clever news play. All right, here we go.
Okay.
This is a weird joke to follow up trying to get sponsored.
Sure.
Okay, great. Anyone who does a crossword, you're part of the problem. Anyone who plays Sudoku, you're part of the problem. Anyone who knows all the state capitals, you're part of the problem. And that's a new segment where I just list things that I think are part of the problem.
Is that it? That's it? Like, we're
That's
gone?
it. Every week, one of my jokes is going to just be a list of things I think is the problem.
Okay. I will say that when I first started self-isolating, I didn't think there would be so much blood.
Whoa.
I love when you make me laugh.
What?
I love it.
We've been
It's
doing
so
this for like
rare.
a year and a half.
I'm sorry. I like to say things when I feel them. All right. This joke, I'm a little like, I don't know.
Sure.
Okay. A California city filled a state park with sand to deter skateboarders during social distancing. Then dirt bikers showed up. So they added water, and now cowabunga, dude. Just felt like that was a weird series of words. That's true. That's true.
Like a local commercial.
The water thing.
I feel bad for Howard. He's having such a hard time filling his day while quarantining. At least he found out how many times he can whack off before it hurts.
The number I
Yeah.
yeah, all the balls in the audience just like got hard. Yeah. All
I
right.
don't know about that, but
Yeah, maybe I don't know how genitals work. God, my balls just got so hard, dude.
Rock hard.
dude,
Gotcha.
hell,
You
they're
can crack
hard.
a walnut with them.
I
Oh.
can crack a walnut with your balls.
What?
Airports report people are wearing ponchos in order to use air travel safely during the coronavirus. The CDC is urging people not to forget their sombreros, too. It's not that one, not that good.
I have my next three jokes are like a trilogy, same sort of topic. Having sex with Howard is like brushing your teeth. You try your best to make it last 2 minutes and you hate it.
Yeah.
I set a timer when I brush my teeth.
Yeah, and you don't make it.
I'm sorry, this never happens. Knew I should have brushed my teeth before I brushed my teeth. Okay, here we go. This joke is about sex too. Phone sex is on the rise due to quarantine. I can barely find enough storage on my phone. Now I gotta find its G-spot too.
I like how just across the board, any joke that's a little bit racy in any topic just gets, Having sex with Howard is like going to the dentist. Nobody's impressed.
What does that mean? I have walked into plenty of dentist office and thought, how about it?
It's the dentist not impressed with your cleaning of your teeth.
I've never thought a dentist was impressed. I thought a dentist was proud. I've never thought a dentist was impressed.
My dentist was impressed.
My dentist was proud. I guess that says a lot about our individual experiences with our dentist.
Well, your dentist being proud is like your dentist did all the work to keep your teeth clean, and they were proud of their work. My dentist was impressed with my work.
I was saying the dentist was proud of me.
No.
Don't twist what I was saying. What I was saying is when I go to the dentist, there's an acknowledgement, a job well done.
So they're impressed with how you did?
No, it's more of a pride than being impressed. If I had a son who I've been training to play, let's say, basketball, and he's scoring at the game. We've been practicing for hours and hours. It's his dream. I got him posters, taking him to summer camp. And then he goes and he scores a big one. And everyone's called him up, bouncing him in the crowd. Yay, 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 Howard's son. I wouldn't say, geez, I'm impressed. I would be like, oh, I'm proud of my son. That's how it feels when I go to the dentist.
Did your dentist teach you how to brush your teeth?
Whose dentist didn't? Whose dentist? What kind of just cold-hearted?
Did your parents not teach you how to?
They went over it.
Well, if your dentist liked the way that your teeth were, then your parents would be proud of you keeping up the way that they taught you how to brush. Can you tell a joke?
Yeah, here we go. All right, this is another one this is an alternative punchline again. I kept, my setups were so good.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm still like fucking reeling about the dentist thing. Phone sex is on the rise due to quarantine. I can barely find one G spot. Now I gotta look for 5G.
You gotta fucking with the G spot punchline. Having sex with Howard is like flossing. You rarely do it, and it's bloody.
Oh, I floss
Whoa.
all the time.
No, according to my joke, you rarely do it.
No, but I'm letting you know that the implications of your joke could be spot on. They could be so true. But I want people to know that regardless of the implication, I floss.
Okay.
I'd rather people think the joke was true than people think I don't floss.
Okay.
Because if you're not flossing,
yeah.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you if you're not flossing? Why aren't you flossing? Floss your teeth. There's food bacteria. You go to bed, that's 8 hours. It rots in your mouth. Its meat carcass is rotting in your mouth. Maybe not for Noah, but God. All right. This is a bad joke, too. In my apartment, we have been playing a lot of Monopoly. It works great. Fuck.
It works. Fuck. That's just like the leftover spirit of Monopoly invading the joke.
Yeah. In my apartment, we've been playing Monopoly. It works great to pass the time because it takes forever to pick up all the little pieces off the ground.
All right. Since my girlfriend is living with me, we're doing a lot of laundry together, and she keeps asking me if my clothes are going to bleed. Does she think they're alive?
Okay.
That made me laugh.
Yo, PJ.
And now the comment portion.
He goes, all right.
What are you guys doing?
All right.
Okay.
And that was the comment portion.
Sorry.
There we go.
Okay.
And what else?
I've never gotten such a neutral response to one of my jokes.
Yeah, I felt a little, if I'm being honest, I felt a little ahead of it. I felt like when you said it, I was like, yeah.
You were like, what? I'm sorry.
Howard hears my jokes and thinks, da 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 da.
Anytime I hear a joke, it's just like, da 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 da. All right.
I wonder if those synced up. They probably didn't.
No, for sure. Okay. All this cyber school is causing trouble for old school bullies. It's kind of hard to steal someone's lunch money when it's all tied up in Bitcoin. Fuck yeah.
I see all. One person laughs. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I see all these people protesting self-isolation, and honestly, I get it. Nothing compared to the feeling of shooting my own grandmother.
Oh my God. They're gonna get you. You sealed your fate, dude.
Yeah, thank God nobody listens to this podcast.
Yeah. Your Honor, Exhibit A. I don't listen to that shit. No. No. Do you have Joe Rogan's podcast? Got evidence in this? Okay. In Hollywood casting news, Timothy Chalamet is set to star in the new Dune.
What'd you call him?
I knew as soon as I said it. What is it? Chalamet? What did I say?
Timothy Charlemagne.
Charlemagne. I'm thinking of Charlemagne. I'm sorry, Charlemagne is the person that I think of. All right.
Timmy Charles.
Okay. In Hollywood casting news, little Tootie Tootie Chootie Chootie. We're only going to refer to Timothy Chalamet as Tootie Tootie Judy
No,
Judy.
you're only going to do that. You are only going to do that.
Whatever, man. In Hollywood casting news, Timothy Chalamet is set to star in the new Dune movie. In other news, a strange turn of events, girlfriends around the world are suddenly letting you pick the movie.
Yeah. Dude, is that Jordan? Jordan loves that shit. All right. What's the difference between me and Jeffrey Dahmer?
Not much, no. What?
Jeffrey Dahmer was caught.
Yeah.
Oh.
Honestly, I stepped on it, and I'm sorry, but we all know it, bro.
Oh. Well.
The sad thing is, you're like my closest friend, one of my closest friends. And if I found
downgraded me in 1 second from closest friend to one of.
I was thinking, oh, what if I have another close friend that's watching this and it's like, yeah, Joe Rogan or something. But anyways, if I found that out about you, I'd be like, oh, fuck. That's sick. I can't believe you did that. I wouldn't be like, of course I'd be like, oh my God, he was so troubled. That's so awful. But if I found out you were like fucking a dead skull, I might be like, oh, geez, that sounds like it's in his wheelhouse. All right.
God.
What?
I mean it. I mean it.
You mean I mean it. If I ever heard that about you, I'd believe it, and I mean it.
No, of course I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's for the podcast.
Can you tell a joke?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, Barton Fink.
All right, fucking relax, bro. I'll
Anybody
come
who
back.
doesn't know what Barton Fink looks like, can you just Google Barton Fink? It's a Coen Brothers film. You'll see the poster. It's Howard with a spider on his forehead.
I did. They look similar.
Yeah.
Fink,
Right?
It's
Yeah.
funny that you say. I typed in Barton Fink, and it says no results. Not even joking. I think my computer fucked up.
Yeah, but we all know you can't spell.
Yeah, no, for sure. I was going to show you guys that it said it, but I was like, they're going to be like, who's Tumadoo
Who's boobity bumby funky pump?
I'm bad at spelling. All right, here's my joke. It was Earth Day this past week. I know because Joaquin Phoenix just finished his Oscar acceptance speech.
Howard keeps getting in trouble for not quarantining, but it's not his fault. He just can't read.
You guys teach me how to read? You guys, will you teach me how to read?
You're scrolling through the news, and you're like, I don't know what this shit says. It's red.
Hey guys, I was just scrolling through the news, and I don't know what this shit says. All right, here we go.
You're on your fire escape. Hey!
All right, this isn't funny. You know, it's Sex and the City, not Sex in the City.
Yes, I know that.
Not to be confused. Fuck.
Not to be confused.
And here's the mockery portion of our podcast. The joke is fire. It's still gonna land.
Okay, sure.
You know it's Sex and the City, not Sex in the City. Not to be confused with the reboot starring Noah, Not Having Sex or the City.
Was that Jordan again?
Maybe.
Why did you like that?
I don't know. It's well timed.
It's well timed.
The punchline was right there. It was
Every
great.
time Howard looks in the mirror, he sees a sad, ugly young man. At least his vision's perfect.
Oh.
That was cold-blooded. All right.
And not the murder fucking bodies thing.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
there you go,
so,
teacher. Like that shit. Teacher, like
that was so far in hyperbole. It was nonsense gibberish that could only be seen as comedic fodder. In what world did I mean any of that?
Okay.
All right, here we go. My girlfriend wanted me to write a joke on eating ass. Joke's on her because she's terrible at it.
Oh, yeah?
Jesus.
Because I'm quarantining with my girlfriend, Jamie, unfortunately, hears plenty of my farts. On the plus side, I hear plenty of hers.
A little smirk.
Yeah.
That was disgusting. All right, here we go. There's a new reality TV show that's a cross between American Idol and The Bachelor, where they try and capture a spark similar to the movie A Star is Born. So I'm guessing the producers didn't finish the movie? All right. I had another punchline because I wasn't sure.
Sure, just erase that.
Let's see if this one lands a little better. Blah, 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 blah. Capture the spark similar to the movie A Star is Born. The season finale is going to be rough, but I can't fucking...
Hey, they die. Howard looks, this is more of a statement than a joke.
Word.
Howard looks like he wakes up every morning and dunks his head in a fucking vat of spit.
God, I feel like somehow that would be beneficial for your skin.
No. Oh no.
Gwyneth Paltrow's newest
Goop.
beauty. Goop. On Noah's list is Goop. On Netflix, it goes my list, and the first thing is the Gwyneth Paltrow show. On his list. If you guys went on Noah's, if you were like, can I borrow Netflix? And it was like recommendations or continue watching, it would be like the last season, the last episode of Goop. And it would only be like a little bit left. There would only be a long line of red, and there would only be a little bit left.
The long red line and a little gray line.
Yeah. Watch that shit. All right. Some southern states are reopening business, even though the U.S. death toll passed 42,000. These same states have also proposed kidnapping the president's daughter and blowing up the moon. That was funny for me. If I heard that, I would have laughed.
Yeah.
I wrote that, and I was like, this is a fucking hoot.
In prepping for this episode of Spank, my girlfriend asked me how I even write jokes. Honestly, it's easy. I just pull up a picture of Howard.
Yeah.
And I go in the shower and I lather up.
Keep digging.
Keep digging for what?
No, it was this. No, you're not digging for anything. You never heard that turn of phrase when someone's like digging their own grave? Keep digging. Let them keep saying that. Anytime you've heard that, you thought someone was
Digging
referring
your own
to.
grave would have made more sense. Keep digging for saucy pics.
You're the one who doesn't get sayings. All right, here we go. All right. After 17 years, two real-life friends discover that they were actually sisters. The sisters were excited, very excited, until they realized only one of them gets to go to the Dagobah system to train with Master Yoda. A little bit of a nerd joke.
Yeah. Okay. I keep finding my girlfriend washing my dishes. And most guys would be thrilled, but I'm pissed. They've lost all their flavor.
Ew.
Oh, no.
Ew.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go.
Nice.
73% of inmates at an Ohio prison tested positive for coronavirus. The prison's health staff is struggling to find patient zero because snitches get stitches.
Yeah.
All right. I gotta say, I'm pretty proud of myself for really staying on top of my hygiene, even though I'm not really seeing anybody outside of my household. Howard's kept it up too, but he never showered in the first place.
Honestly, I learned a little bit about myself from this quarantine. And that's private for me, but that brought up a lot for me. All right, here we go. We only got 2 more jokes.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
There's only 3 jokes left. All right.
Jokes. I have 2 jokes.
So there's only 4 jokes left. You mentioned the Wachowskis earlier. I'm just watching the Matrix.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I mentioned the Coen brothers.
Whatever.
Okay.
I was wrong. Okay, great.
So you mentioned the Wachowskis earlier.
I was thinking of sibling director duos. Okay, here we go. Taxi drivers are using their services to deliver meals to those in need all over New York City. I speak for the entire Black community when I say, great.
When you opened with taxi drivers after the Wachowskis thing, I was very concerned that you were about to write a joke about Taxi Driver being made by the Wachowskis, which would have been incorrect.
Yeah, that'd be a really complex joke, too.
Make sure you drive your car every so often so that your car battery doesn't die from disuse. Unfortunately, I found this out the way you don't want to, from an evil talking snake.
Bravo. That was great.
Thank you.
Really good.
Yeah,
The more I say it, the less it feels true, but it was good.
thanks. Yeah, I know when you're really like, that was great. Comes off as disingenuous.
Just my tone. Anyways, here's the joke you wanted. You talking to me, said Neo. Get it? Okay, great.
I get it.
Some people don't get it, and honestly, it makes me feel smart. Okay. A 13-year-old boy who made bow ties to help animals get adopted is now making masks for coronavirus. The one thing we know he's not making is friends.
Oh.
Wow.
I saved this one for last because it's sweet and to the point, and I really liked it. Howard looks like he tried to create himself in The Sims from memory.
Oh.
That was good.
That was good.
That was good. I think that's it for me. I don't have any more. I must have
any more?
I must have counted one of my double punchlines as two.
Right at the beginning, you were like, I'm going to tell another one. And you told 2 at once. Okay, so that was the last joke.
Yeah, I really jumped the gun.
Woo! Thanks for listening to Spank.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
so much for listening.
Which we write jokes and tell each other the jokes that we wrote. Does anybody have an idea for something they want us to tell a joke about in the future? No? Cool.
All right.